In the fall of 2016, I started looking at houses. My criteria was less than $300K and within 3 miles of the Burnside Bridge. Lo and behold, this place a mile from my sister Ingrid's place came on the market. I offered asking and it was accepted. Apparently no one else wanted this house. Here are pictures from the home inspection. The funny thing looking back on the experience was my parents knew how much work it would be to make the place nice, and I had no idea. I spent the month of December researching cheap kitchen and bath remodels on Pinterest and watching Fixer Upper on Netflix nonstop. My only condition of the sale of the house was that it would be empty by the time I obtained possession. It was not. It was filled with mattresses, TVs, broken bikes, and AC units. Fortunately, family and friends showed up to help clean on day one. I took an entire week off work to get the place up and running, along with my parents and my sister Ingrid.
Saturday, January 14th, 2017, and I got the keys yesterday. The sellers have not got all their shit out of this house yet, so we've been hauling it out. Ingrid just very dramatically pushed an AC unit off of the roof and it went down into the yard out front.
All right, give us a tour.
So this is the office, that's the room. Obviously this shift bed will not be here. I'm almost thinking that this is gonna stay though.
Yeah.
Maybe you wanna just like check yourself out at all angles. The kitchen is a little rough, quite dirty. God, where are the lights at? I don't know if there's light in here. So this is not painted gray, it's just dirt. So here is the bathroom. And I have not successfully gotten the toilet to flush yet. And this shower is gonna go because that's just terrible. This room I think will actually be quite cute.
Yeah.
Someone drew a self-portrait. This is all of their stuff. I think this backyard is gonna be really cool. Lovely mattresses in the front in case you get tired and just wanna take a nap out in the front yard.
This picture of my parents really sums up what week one in the house looked like. I can't imagine it was a blast for everyone else at the time, but I thought it was pretty awesome to get to work with my family on this project.
The good news today is a $10 bill found and a vertical grain for flooring in the kitchen in beautiful shape under the linoleum.
It's crazy that it was only 1 week of the really hard demo, but I have so many memories from those days. I kept some cases of beer on the back porch, and friends would come by after work and keep me company scrubbing walls and peeling paint.
This is the status of the kitchen as of Thursday. We have Kevin in painting the office. Ingrid is painting this wall red. Mom is trying to get rid of old appliances. Poor Mom.
So from the day with the unflushing toilets and mattresses on the yard until the day I moved in was 7 days. Similar to reality shows, I'm only showing you pictures of the 3 rooms that were finished. I didn't sleep last night, but the van is packed up and we're going to the new house. So at this point, the long, slow work started. I actually had to learn how to work on the house once everyone was gone. Fortunately, I had a good team to teach me.
And then you put the bit in, so then it should work.
I didn't have a kitchen or shower at this point, so I got acquainted with the local restaurants and bars, and I got accustomed to showering at work and at friends' homes. It really wasn't too bad. I'm feeling pretty sexy in this lovely white disposable outfit, and I'm gonna try and chip away at this asbestos today. Friends came over and helped a ton, which was such a nice break from the bleakness. My father more or less lived with me during the winter. If it weren't for him, I would still have the nasty old cabinets in the kitchen. He also straightened out things like electricity and plumbing, which I can't even begin to understand.
We are going to tear off lath and plaster, put some insulation behind there, put a new shower in this corner,
Okay,
new toilet in that corner,
great.
and new vanity.
The original bathroom quote was for $11,000, and I was able to get it down to $5,000 because I'm going to finish tiling the shower myself. This was a real disaster. So as you can see, I put the grout on myself, and then I went to sleep before taking it off, and it became one with the wall. So after trying to chisel this away, a lot of internet searching, this is very, very slow going.
The bathroom was a total catastrophe. The only option I could really see at this point was to burn the house down and collect insurance money. I don't know if it was coincidental or not, but the same week I got a letter from the insurance company saying they were dropping me as a customer. During this time, a little silver lining was that Bill flew up to visit me for a few days, and I picked him up from the airport, and we went directly to have a beer before I could even begin to tell him what sort of mess I had made. We went to a party dressed as Bavarians. Well, at least I was. My father and Ingrid were absolute angels, and while I was at work, they spent those days chipping and sanding away this grout, which didn't result in a perfectly clean look that I was going for previously, but it made it possible for me to paint over it, and I think it actually looks a lot cooler. It's kind of a groovy, industrial, modern look. So I'm totally proud that in the span of less than 6 months, this crazy shithole on Interstate went from being a drug house with a backyard filled with needles and condoms to a place that I now list on Airbnb when I'm out of town. And crazy Californians stay here and say it's charming and convenient. It's an understatement to say that I would not have jumped into this insane endeavor without the help of friends and family. They made the whole process manageable and at times even fun. But the most credit belongs to my father, who would listen to my crazy ideas and say, yeah, let's do that. Thank you, Dad, for helping me make this shithole into a totally respectable place to live.